everyone, it's Mokong Stream here. I thought I'd do a little video talking about what has become my favourite game so far on the Wii, Monster Hunter 3. You might remember I talked about the game a little bit when I first got it back in April, just before me and Joy went on that little road trip we had around Ireland, and it's pretty much not left my Wii since then. Mainly because the online part of it mainly is the best part of the game. I mean, and anyone who would say that there's no good games or there's no hardcore games on the Wii, you know, play this game. This game is worth having the Wii for. I mean, the value for money in this game is great. Like, what was it? Like 40 odd euro I think I paid for, and hundreds of hours worth of enjoyable game time in it. And it still hasn't gotten boring for me yet, even though I've already killed every monster in the game. But after that, now I want to build better armor, stronger weapons, so that I can kill those monsters better, faster, and more efficiently. But the main reason I want to make this video is I want to talk about stuff in the game that I don't like. Not really things about the game that I don't like, things how people act online that I don't like, which really fracking annoys me sometimes. Now, granted, in every online game, you're going to get people who act like complete dicks. It's unavoidable, unfortunately. But at least, you know, in this one, like the way Nintendo work things with their online games and the way they work it, like you have the Wii Speak on this game, and you can only talk to people who obviously have Wii Speak as well, and who are on your friends list. So you don't have to listen to, you know, random people shouting abuse at you through your TV screen, which is nice. Like, the way people tend to act like complete assholes during the game, after you've finished a quest, you've killed the monster, you got about a minute to carve up that monster to hopefully get items that you want out of it. Sometimes after that, you'll get people who just start attacking the other people that they're hunting with. If they do it after you've already carved up the monster, you usually get 3 carves out of a monster, so if someone starts attacking you after that, you know, it's kind of like they're only being half a dick, and, you know, some people think it's fun. The people who do it when you're trying to carve, thereby stopping you from carving up a monster, is obviously really annoying. So I don't like that. Don't tend to get a whole lot of that. Usually people wait until after you've carved up a monster before they start, you know, launching and attacking you. But I still don't like that. I find it really annoying. I prefer to just let my character, you know, do a few gestures or something, you know, kick back on screen or cheer or something while I'm waiting for everyone to be sent back to the tavern to start the next quest. Another thing I don't like is when you're in the tavern waiting to set off on a quest, are people who take extraordinarily long between quests to sort shit out. I mean, it's not that hard to sort out your items once you know what you're doing, you know what monster you're going to be going up against next, and you sort out your items, you sort out your armor, fair enough. If maybe you have to do something, you know, in the real world, or you have to go to the toilet, or you want to get something to eat or something to drink, you know, type it into the screen and tell people that you're going to be a few minutes. Don't just let your character stand there doing nothing and holding everyone else up. And as well as that, if you're in a city and you're going away, don't leave your character just in that city. Just don't leave your Wii and leave your character standing there doing sweet FA for 10 minutes or so before, you know, the game decides that you've been idle for too long and kicks you out. Because obviously you're just wasting a space in the city for somebody else that could potentially come in and help the other 3 people out with the quest that they're looking to do. You know, one of the main things that really annoy me on how people act online sometimes, like there's 4 main servers in the game. They're split up between the rookie server, where only hunters ranked between levels 1 and 30 can hunt. The expert server, where only hunters ranked 31 and over can hunt. And then there's the open server, where low rank and high ranks can hunt together. And then there's a recruiting server, which is the 4th one. In the first 3, the rookie, expert, and open servers, when you set up a city, there's an option to set up the city to mark it as playing with friends, which I would think is a very easy thing to understand, that the people in that city are friends and they're playing together. Now, when there's 3 of you in there, that are friends, you're most likely waiting for a fourth person to join you, a fourth friend to join you. What I really hate is when somebody comes into that city that nobody in the city knows. Nobody has a clue who they are or why they're there. And so, like, why do people go into a city that's marked as playing with friends when they already know themselves that none of the people inside that city are their friend? They don't know them, they've never hunted with them before, they're not their actual friends in real life or from any internet message boards or anything. So why bother going in and waste the final space in the city, which, that's really annoying. You think that would be just a very easy thing to understand, yet sometimes, and it happened to me quite a lot, people just don't get it. Going along with that, inside the recruiting server, there is no option to mark a city as playing with friends in the recruiting server, but what you can do in there is you can mark a city for a specific monster. Like, say I want to specifically hunt a Rathalos because I'm looking for certain items out of the Rathalos, and I only want to do constant Rathalos quests one after another. So I set up a city marked as Rathalos cities. I was in one the other day, and there was 4 of us. Firstly, we did a quest and we finished it up. One guy had to leave, fair enough, and then another 4th person came in, and we marked up the next Rathalos quest up on the board, and me and the other 2 lads joined up to that. And then the 4th guy who just arrived sets up a different quest for a different monster and asks us to help him with that monster. I think it was Barioth or something. Why go into a city marked for a specific monster when you don't want to hunt that monster? And what kind of reaction do you expect people to have when you put up a different monster on the quest board and ask them to help you with that when they are specifically in that city to hunt a certain monster and you're not? Okay? If you don't want people to shout at you and call you a dick, then don't act like one. I'm not saying that I don't want to help people, that I'm like an unhelpful person. Like, generally I always take time whenever I'm playing the game online. Before I finish up, I always like to take time to go to a different server or whatever and try and find someone who's looking for help. Normally I'll go to the open servers and find some like low rank people to help them with, like, people who are just starting off in the game. I go and help them with some quests, or maybe I'll try and find someone who's looking to do an urgent quest and I'll go and help them with that. So, like, I do like to help people. It's just when I'm, specifically hunting something else and someone comes in and asks for help for a different monster. If he came in, like, take the Rathalos example again, if the guy came in and asked for help with Rathalos, of course I'd help him because I'm in a city marked as hunting Rathalos only, and that's what I want to hunt, so of course I'll help him with hunting a Rathalos. But when he comes into a Rathalos city and asks to hunt a Barioth, no, fuck off. Just a word of warning as well to people who are, like, just starting off in the game or whatever, and you come across a high rank person, that you do get a lot of high ranks, I've found anyway, that tend to act like complete morons and assholes and refuse to help people, even though, like, the point of the game is, like, working as a team and helping people. And, like, why do they go into cities where people are obviously looking for help if they're not going to help them? Or they'll say that they'll help them in exchange for, handing over a number of items to them. Like, I was in a city once, I was trying to do one of the event quests, I think it was the double Devil Joe quest I was trying to get done, and there's 3 people already in the city, me making 4, and 3 of us, me and 2 other guys, joined up the quest, and then the 4th guy just stood there and said that he wasn't going to help until we handed over 100 honey items to him. No, why should I hand over, my hard-earned items just to get you to help me join a quest? So I cancelled the quest and I left the city and found a different city where there were more helpful people, more, decent people in the city. I don't quite expect, people who generally are assholes to come and watch this, video and then, change their asshole ways on the game. But, even if I can get through to at least, one person who genuinely maybe makes the mistake of going into a playing with friends city or the hunting Rathlos only cities, or anything only cities, to ask for help with hunting something else. Those examples I gave earlier. If I can get through to at least even just one of those people who genuinely maybe make that mistake, and get them to obviously not make that mistake anymore, then this video is proved in some way useful to someone. As well as that, if anyone actually wants to hunt with me, because I'm still playing the game quite regularly, my hunter name in the game is Mokong. I'll find my hunter ID and I'll put it in the description down below as well if you want to look for me. I'll only be able to hunt though with people in Europe and in Australia. I would like to hunt with people in the US, but unfortunately Capcom set up a different server for US players, and you can only obviously hunt with people who are able to access your server. In my case, I can only hunt with Europeans and Australians who are all on the same server, and the States and Japan and other places are on different servers, so I can't hunt with them, unfortunately. But if you are European or Australian, if you want to try and find me or whatever, my hunter ID will be down there. My nickname on the game is Mokong, and as well as that, check out the Europe forums, where we got a pretty good hunting brotherhood, not just a clan, but a brotherhood of hunters who are mostly regularly on as well. So this is Mokong Extreme reminding you, game on!